You know, we have a calendar next to our calendar. We have a Jewish calendar. And, you know, through this month, they're just, you know, remembering the Holocaust, man. And they have pictures of that, and you just see that, and you think, how could any human being treat another human being like that? Well, they do. That's how people are. And if it were not for Jesus Christ, it'd probably be in the same boat. Millions of people did just, you know, murdered. But it's God saying here, you know, I mean, you think of the longing. God knew this far in advance. He's like, oh, if you'd only heeded my commands, your peace would have been like a river, your righteousness like waves of the sea, your descendants would have been like the sand of the sea. You look at the history of Israel from the time that Nebuchadnezzar conquered and destroyed the nation 600 years or so before Christ. Even though they returned, and Ezra and Nehemiah, they rebuilt the city and the temple, they remained under Gentile domination. They were not a free nation. They were under Gentile rulership until they broke the camel's back with the last straw, which was rejecting their long-awaited Messiah. As we saw Sunday with the, you know, to the day, God gives them the exact day he's going to ride in, and they rejected him. They hand him over to the Romans to be crucified. After that, they suffered a close to 2,000-year diaspora. And it wasn't, you know, you can go back and study, which we will be in coming weeks. Leviticus 26 speaks of that 2,000-year diaspora. It speaks all the way back to the time of Moses. It wasn't like, okay, that's it, the final straw. God knew this. He says in that passage of Leviticus where it says several times he's going to disperse them to all the nations of the world after these specific rebellions against him. He says, I know the intention of their heart before they even go forward. God knew all these things. He allows all these things. 2,000 years in this dispersion out of the land amongst Gentile nations until 1948, when they once again became a sovereign nation for the first time since Nebuchadnezzar destroyed their city, the capital. And it wasn't until 1967 that Jerusalem once again came back under Jewish control. Everything but the Temple Mount is like concentric circles coming right down to that spot, which the Bible says it will. That becomes the point of contention. I was reading today where one of the rabbis was up there praying, and they allowed him to do so. And so there's being less and less tension, but, you know, at some point, there's going to be a temple there. And it could be very soon. Things are going to get pretty interesting over the next few years.